Hi, my name is Sophie Legault. I'm Director of Product Management at EXFO, and today here at Mobile World Congress, I'll introduce you to our new SkyRun solution. And what SkyRun is a remote testing and monitoring solution that allows discovery of RF interference and PIM, as well as fiber monitoring. So really the challenge really comes from the evolution of the network going from 4G to 5G. It'll put a lot of pressure on the front haul network, where an enormous amount of bandwidth will be required, lower latency. So service providers are really ramping up the front haul and making sure that it will be able to sustain the 5G requirements. But one of the key challenges around front haul today, and it'll get even worse going to 5G, is really the amount of interference in the network. So interference really comes from quite a bit of different sources. If we look at the different sources, things like internal coming from the network, same carrier interference, in-band interference, but also quite a bit of external interference that impact the network. And the sources are almost limitless in terms of things like lightning. You could have big screens in concerts that are generating interference. It could be a single small piece in the network of the service provider that creates problem. And obviously these interferers create an important headache from an operator's perspective, because it actually generates a lot of operational costs. Typically technicians have to go out, investigate, first find if there's an interferer, understand where it sits. Is it in the front haul? Is it internal? Is it external? So a lot of troubleshooting. An interference problem can take up to a month to investigate and fix. So it is a very high cost in terms of maintenance in the network. And this is really where the SkyRun solution comes in. And what SkyRun is with the evolution of the network, with the CRAN allowing to put the BBUs at a central location, it really gives access to the RF signal at the centralized BBU location through the CPRI signal. So installing a SkyRun system at the BBU hotel allows you to have visibility on all of the towers of that sector and being able to see if there's interference or PIM on the network, and also monitor the health of the fiber in the front haul network. So what that allows is now, from the NOC center or even remotely from an office, the service provider can actually see the network and see if there's an interferer in the network remotely, without having to roll the truck, without having to go to the cell site. And basically alarms can be generated if there's PIM, if there's interference, if there's a fiber cut, and understanding exactly where that issue sits. So when they do actually send a truck, when they actually send a technician, they can send it with the right equipment, exactly at the right time, and at the right location, with the right information to fix the issue. So basically it really saves quite a bit of time and operational expenditure for the service provider. Going further than that, what the SkyRun system can actually do is really triangulate the location of the interference in the network. So it can, by looking at signatures around different tables, different towers, it can actually tell you exactly the location of the interferer. And from that, with our newly joint solution with the Astelia product, we can even go further than that and provide very important information around these interference in understanding, looking at the call trace, understanding if that interference is service affecting for the service operator, how many users are affected by it, if there's an impact on the bandwidth to the UE. So it really helps in terms of prioritizing the calls, prioritizing the issues of interference, and really making operational expenditure more efficient, and operational teams more efficient, and really fixing the right issues at the right moment. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration on our new SkyRun product. If you want more information, please go to exfo.com.